Hello my beautiful beings and welcome back to the channel. I know, it's been a while. Again, life's been wild, but we are back for a new video fresher than Del Taco's avocados. In the last video we worked on the entrance to the island, which we made into an RDA base. In today's video the goal is to tackle another famous landmark from the world of Pandora. The Hallelujah Mountains, also known as the Floating Mountains. During this video I'll also be giving you all an update on the overall progress of the island, like the area you see behind me, and of the channel itself. Nothing to worry about, but without further ado, let's get started. Our first order of business after Azalea demanded I say she looks amazing was to get a new villager. We had Cephalobot move out a couple days ago, so it was time to finally get another one of our targets without all the risks and shenanigans of going hunting. This is a build video after all. So I flew off to a Nono Island and picked up Monty. Monty is a reference to another one of the Pandoran fauna, the Prolemurus. Monty and Kiki were my original inspirations to even start this island, since they both were a perfect reference to some of the creatures you see in the movies. Now that Monty was invited, I got distracted by unbalanced waterscaping. You know I can help myself. So I added a lot more whoops and skipped to the next day for Monty to join the island. As for the update on this island, most of this area was done either on stream or offline in my spare time. Majority of this area is meant to be a reference to Home Tree, you know, the big ash tree in the first movie, that one. I'm not sure whether that idea kinda comes across greatly, but I like what we have so far. From the left you also have this broken down kind of shack, which is supposed to be a reference to Grace's school, which you can see in the extended edition of the first movie. It's simple, but I like the addition to the island as another cool reference. From here you just kind of walk back down, which will end back at the entrance of the island. So, here is the current map. It's looking a little crazy and it's not perfect, but it works. As for villagers, we currently have Ione, Dottie, Bruce, Roscoe, Kiki, Monty, Rio, Eunice, and Azalea. Most of them were my actual targets, but the main one at this point who has to be replaced is Dottie. Dottie was an autofill who just doesn't work for the island. I'd like to replace Dottie with Wolfgang as a reference to the direwolves in the movie, but she has not been wanting to move out yet. Rio is also on my radar for a move out since I took her while I was actually hunting for Phil. Rio/Phil are my references to the Banshees, with Rio being more of a reference to Taruk. I haven't fully decided whether I want to stick with the Taruk reference or go more towards the Banshees, but we'll see. As for the area that we're working on today, it's most of the right side of the island, with terraforming and basic pathing that were done live on stream, which, by the way, oh hi Roscoe, mostly every Tuesday and Thursday, subject to change. I am live streaming on Twitch, so make sure you drop by, say hi, and maybe drop a follow. It's not easy to make something static and connected to the ground to seem like it's floating, but this custom design kinda pulls it off. I like the look, I'm vibing with it, so we're rolling with it. Now all there's left to do is plant some trees and catch some bees, decorate. I had to go into terraforming mode since all of these single cliffs are meant to have a mushy lamp on there, but I have to add another block behind it to actually place it. Is it a little backwards? Maybe, but oh well. I added some vines since in both the game and the movies there's lots of vines coming from these mountains, and I've repeated the same process a couple times in this area along with planting the trees. This island has a heavy pull behind the no tile left behind motion, as I will say at least 98% of the tiles will most likely be filled, kind of like what you see here. This is mainly because the forests of Pandora are filled to the brim with luscious flora, trees, bugs, and everything in between. I'm just hoping I'll be able to pull off this island like I imagined it, which so far seems tougher than I thought. So, about where I've been, the future of this island, and the channel. I was gone for a good couple weeks and unable to create or upload any content until now. Ever since the last video, things kept getting crazier and I also got married in January. Yay! But I also felt really pressured and stuck on this island. I didn't really know what I wanted to do and how, so I just kind of stopped working on it. Obviously, I've gotten out of that funk since then, so I'm not abandoning this island, I promise. I despise leaving islands unfinished, so progress will continue. But here's where we go into the future of the channel. Yes, my channel is still very new, and I don't really know what I'm doing yet. But with that said, there will be a couple changes, nothing drastic, I promise. Previously, I would upload consecutive videos about the same island. And, well, there's nothing wrong with that. That's the reason I felt so blocked from uploading since I was so stuck on this island. So, from now on, you might see some more challenges, builds, or hunts from a different island mixed in between, just to give my creative process some well-needed breathing room. Alongside that, I have also been considering dual streaming my Animal Crossing streams to both Twitch and YouTube. Let me know what your thoughts are on this in the comments, because I'm still a little bit on the fence on this. As always, I'd love to hear any thoughts or ideas on other island themes or even fun games and challenges. So, long story short, I was busy as heck for a while, but I'm back. Content for this island will resume with a combination of videos from other islands in addition. And perhaps some streams coming in the near future. But let's put all the yada yada aside and continue with these mountains. I couldn't not use these magnificent tree roots in this area either. I just love them and it really helps with breaking up the pathing a little. The only reason I'm using these Mario mushroom platforms is because they can be super cool colors and because of this reference I saw last year. Another one of my main motivations to start working on this island. Those platforms, the weird looking flowers, the glowing moss, and like the mushy lamps just make the place look so much more alien and magical. It's beautiful. Bless whoever designed any of these items for the 2.0 update, you deserve a raise. This island, and I'm sure many other people's islands, would not have turned out the same if it wasn't for the 2.0 update. So honestly, big kudos to that. I do wonder if we'll be getting some more Animal Crossing news soon, after the recent boom in promotion for the game. I chose to continue with the pathing from the home tree area mainly because I'm not able to add any more paths to my list. Real talk. Why can't it be that additional residents have their own design slots? Like, please, I need more slots. I am not 100% sold on this, but I like it for now to fill up the spaces. I chose to have some of these big vines coming from the depths, so I was hoping it would at least kind of mimic something floating. In the games and the movies, there are a lot of these large vines going across and hanging from floating mountains, which can be used in a way of traveling to and from the mountains, and that is where my brain went with these vines and the smaller vine seeds like this. Another crucial thing to bring the bioluminescence vibe of Pandora to this island, besides the little glowing items, is using these floor lamps in hidden areas for that pop of color to make things glow. The DA of this island will 100% be set during darker hours too, to make sure everything is glowing and obvious to see. A couple finishing touches later with some more lamps, star pieces, and pretty colored creatures, I think we're done. And with that, the main area meant for these mountains is kinda done. Once again, none of this island is meant to look like a one-to-one copy, kinda like the Barbie Island, as long as it carries the right vibes. I'll fill in some of these cliffs towards the sides with the same vibe, and who knows, I might go in and change it up a little more as time goes on, but for now, I'm pretty happy with this. But that is all for today's video, so I do really hope you enjoyed it. I know these build videos are a little shorter than usual videos. I know some of my others, like the Barbie, the Halloween, have been longer videos with a lot more detail to them, but these single build videos are very new to me and they're gonna be a little shorter. But nonetheless, I do still hope you all enjoy it as much as I do. If you guys like this video, please make sure you drop a like, leave a comment, and always feel free to subscribe to the channel. Once again, I sincerely apologize for my absence for a while. It's been a little crazy for me, but I do hope once again you all enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you all so much for all the support you've shown to me on all of my previous videos. I've read all of your comments and I appreciate you all so very much. But for now, thank you all once again so much for watching. Please make sure you all stay safe and happy, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye!